How's it going, and welcome back to Comic Drops for a special episode all about my favorite video game franchise of all time, Silent Hill. With the release of the Silent Hill 2 remake on PlayStation 5 on October the 8th, I figured it was the perfect time to celebrate one of the most influential and revered franchises in the world of horror. Since its debut in 1999, Silent Hill has left an indelible mark not only on the video game industry, but also in movies and even the comic book industry, weaving a tapestry of psychological horror, disturbing creatures, and complex narratives that explore the darkest corners of the human mind and psyche. Today, we're diving into the comic book side of the Silent Hill universe, ranking every single series from worst to best. Whether you're a longtime fan of the games or new to the world of Silent Hill, these comics offer a unique glimpse into the twisted town and the tormented souls that find themselves trapped there. So grab your flashlight, turn on your radio, and let's dive into the terrifying world of Silent Hill comic books. Number 8. Silent Hill Downpour and Story from 2014. Written by Tom Waltz, with art by Tristan Jones. Silent Hill Downpour and Story serves as a companion piece to the Silent Hill Downpour video game. The comic focuses on Anne Cunningham, the relentless prison guard hunting Murphy Pendleton, the main character from the game. The story picks up after Murphy's escape and shows the inner demons of Anne, who harbors her own dark secrets. Throughout the series, Anne experiences harrowing visions and encounters iconic Silent Hill creatures, all while grappling with her deep-seated rage and need for revenge. So why is this comic at the number 8 spot? Though tied directly to the Downpour game, Anne's personal journey adds another layer to the story, showing how Silent Hill punishes not just its protagonists, but also those driven by hate and obsession. However, the comic lacks the psychological depth and ambiguity that makes Silent Hill so terrifying, making it a rather shallow extension of the game. The atmospheric art by Tristan Jones does manage to capture some of Silent Hill's eerie tone, but the lack of an emotional payoff keeps it at the bottom of this list. Number 7. Silent Hill Among the Damned from 2004. Written by Scott Ciachin, with art by Sean Thomas. Among the Damned is a one-shot comic following Jason, a war veteran suffering from PTSD and survivor's guilt after watching his entire squad perish. Disillusioned with life, Jason stumbles into Silent Hill, where his inner demons are brought to life. The monsters he faces are physical manifestations of his trauma, and as the town draws him deeper into its clutches, Jason must decide whether to face his guilt head-on or fall prey to the horrors that haunt him. So Among the Damned is sitting at the number 7 spot because of its focus on the psychological trauma of war, a theme that fits well within the Silent Hill mythos. However, its execution leaves much to be desired. The pacing feels rushed, and Jason's emotional journey is underdeveloped, making it difficult for readers to connect with his struggle. That said, the comic's exploration of guilt and how Silent Hill preys on that emotion is a classic theme, even if this entry doesn't quite live up to its potential. Number 6. Silent Hill Dead Alive from 2005. Written by Scott Ciachin, with art by Nick Stockall. Silent Hill Dead Alive centers on Christabella, a once powerful demonic entity now resurrected as a living 8-year-old girl who craves souls and hamburgers. She teams up with Lenora, a witch controlling Silent Hill in her sister Lauren's absence, as they plot to restore Christabella's former power. Meanwhile, Kenneth Carter, a tormented Hollywood actor, is pulled into Silent Hill through a cursed painting. As he struggles to survive the town's horrors, he discovers that his love, Connie Mills, is being prepared as a vessel for the dark god Samael. So Dead Alive is sitting at the number 6 spot because of its combination of psychological horror and dark humor, especially in Christabella's transformation from a soul-devouring demon into a little girl who likes hamburgers. The series also introduces new supernatural elements like Lenora's witchcraft, while deepening the lore of Silent Hill, creating a chaotic power struggle that reflects the town's twisted nature. The unique blend of horror, action, and surreal character arcs makes Dead Alive a wild ride in the Silent Hill comic universe. Number 5. Silent Hill Dying Inside from 2003. Written by Scott Ciachin, with art by Ben Templesmith and Adi Salman. Dying Inside begins with Dr. Troy Abernathy, a psychologist who comes to Silent Hill with his patient Lynn DeAngelis. Lynn is plagued by horrifying visions, and Troy believes he can help her overcome her trauma. However, as the boundaries between reality and delusion blur, Troy realizes that Silent Hill is more than just a figment of Lynn's troubled mind. It's a very real place where both of their deepest fears come to life. As Troy becomes trapped in the town's grip, his own mind begins to unravel, leading to a disturbing and tragic conclusion. So Dying Inside is sitting at the number 5 spot because of Ben Templesmith's distinctive art style, which gives the series a grotesque, surreal quality. The psychological unraveling of Dr. Abernathy as he transitions from rational skeptic to tortured victim of Silent Hill's horrors is also a compelling story arc. However, the second half of the series, when Adi Salman takes over art duties, it loses some of its momentum. Despite the uneven art, Dying Inside taps into the psychological horror and distorted realities that fans of the games will appreciate. Number 4. Silent Hill Paint It Black from 2005. Written by Scott Ciachin, with art by Sean Thomas. In Paint It Black, we follow Ike, a painter who arrives in Silent Hill seeking inspiration for his art. Haunted by visions and tormented by his own creative block, Ike begins painting the monsters he sees in the fog-covered town. As the paintings become more lifelike, Ike realizes that the horrors he's creating on canvas are also manifesting in reality, and he becomes consumed by the madness of Silent Hill. So Paint It Black is in the number 4 spot because it explores the theme of artistic obsession, making it a unique entry in the Silent Hill canon. Ike's descent into madness is mirrored by his artwork, creating a compelling connection between creativity and destruction. The idea that Silent Hill can warp not just people's minds, but their creative output adds a fascinating twist to the lore. While the plot can feel predictable at times, the concept of an artist being devoured by his own creations is both chilling and thematically rich. Number 3. Silent Hill Sinner's Reward from 2008. Written by Tom Waltz, with art by Steph Stomb. In this 4-issue limited series, hitman Jack Stanton and his lover Jill seek refuge in Silent Hill after betraying Jack's mafia bosses. However, instead of finding peace, Jack is forced to confront the ghosts of his violent past, as the town twists his deepest fears and guilt into living nightmares. His journey through Silent Hill is a descent into both physical and psychological hell, with the lines between the two blurring more with every page. Sinner's Reward is sitting at the number 3 spot because it combines elements of classic noir with Silent Hill's psychological horror, making it stand out from the other entries in this countdown. The use of crime drama tropes gives the series a gritty edge, and Jack's internal struggle with his past mistakes aligns with the themes of guilt and redemption that are central to the Silent Hill universe. Steph Stomb's artwork is gritty and dark, perfectly capturing the oppressive atmosphere of the town. This comic delivers a strong narrative while maintaining the deep, unsettling tension that makes Silent Hill so iconic. Number 2. Silent Hill, The Grinning Man from 2005. Written by Scott Ciachin, with art by Nick Stakal. State Trooper Robert Tower has patrolled the outskirts of Silent Hill for a decade, searching for missing persons but never actually encountering the supernatural horrors of the town. On his last day before retirement, Tower's new replacement Mayberry arrives, a believer in conspiracy theories and the supernatural lore surrounding Silent Hill. As a prank, Tower and his fellow officers stage a fake monster attack to scare the rookie. However, their joke backfires when a real threat emerges, a smiling, sadistic figure known as the Grinning Man. So the Grinning Man is sitting at the number 2 spot for its mix of psychological and supernatural horror, offering a terrifying twist on the classic Last Day on the Job story. The contrast between Tower's skepticism and Mayberry's belief in the supernatural adds tension, especially when the terrifying truth of Silent Hill is revealed. The Grinning Man himself is a unique villain, combining a twisted sense of humor with brutal violence, which brings a new layer of danger to the town. The writing, paired with Nick Stakal's gritty, unsettling artwork, creates an atmosphere of creeping dread, with Silent Hill's fog-shrouded streets serving as the perfect backdrop for this intense, gunslinging horror tale. And in the number 1 spot, we have Silent Hill Past Life from 2010, written by Tom Waltz, with art by Minton III. Silent Hill Past Life tells the story of Jebediah Hellrider Foster, a former outlaw looking for redemption. He and his wife Esther moved to the outskirts of Silent Hill, hoping to start a new life. However, Jeb's violent past catches up with him, and the town begins to warp his reality. As Jeb descends into madness, Esther is left to confront the horrors of Silent Hill and Jeb's increasingly unstable behavior. This comic is at the number 1 spot because it's set in the 1800s, far removed from the modern-day characters we usually see in Silent Hill. The Western horror vibe adds a fresh twist to the mythos, and Jeb's character arc, struggling between his violent nature and his desire for redemption, perfectly aligns with the themes of guilt and torment that define the franchise. Minton III's artwork is moody and atmospheric, giving the comic a haunting, dreamlike quality. Past Life is both visually stunning and narratively compelling, making it the strongest entry in the Silent Hill comic series franchise. So that wraps up my Silent Hill comic series countdown. From Silent Hill Downpour and Story to The Haunting Past Life. These stories explore the same twisted themes of guilt, trauma, and psychological horror that have made the Silent Hill series such a beloved franchise. With the release of the Silent Hill 2 remake on PlayStation 5 on October the 8th, now is the perfect time to revisit the fog-shrouded streets of this iconic town in all its terrifying forms. So what's your favorite Silent Hill game, comic, or movie? Where should they go with the franchise next? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to like and subscribe for more comic reviews. Until next time, stay safe and don't lose yourself in the fog.